Eugene. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. On the move, it's Davison. Hard running there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On the move to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Fourth down, Moore. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta I love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Dante Moore throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Takes the handoff, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here's the return. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
Looking for space to the left. He's going to take off. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready? Blue 30.
Throwing more. Catch in the middle. It's Davison. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Moore to the air. A little release to the back. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Moore. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the counter play. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Moore to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Morrow. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finds his man. It's Craver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down, Reed. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his legs, it's Davison. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Quarterback making checks. Dante Moore. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore will throw. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Ducks are in the hurry up. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morrow. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Right on the money. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Reed. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's brought down. A return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing more. Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On third down, Moore escapes the pressure going right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Moves around to clear up the vision. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Moore fires to the right. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the tight end. Here's Reed to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got a man, it's Thomas. Slips one guy, ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown. Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Reed. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
On the run, it's Morrow. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's third down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 14 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Bulldogs who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They win their second straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single.
Lots of running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll go play action with Moore. Starts to scramble to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch. They'll have the 1st down.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Got enough for the 1st. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Using his legs, it's Davison. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Moore to throw. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Hey, move. Where did he go?
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Down Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared.
A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Texas A&M 6. Number 38, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Ready, go.
He's got it again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Wide 80. Wide 80. Ready, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10.
Flag 88. Flag 88. Go, go.
Running inside, it's Davison. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
22. Go, go.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. 3rd and 6 yards to go.
Ready. 95, 96, break. Ready to go.
On the delay, it's Davison. Got a little grass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll give it to him again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He'll try it again. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
At the 3-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morrow. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey, and the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Reed. Quarterback moving. Dangerous screen into traffic. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Back to pass, it's Reed. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Extending the play. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
In the gun, third down, Reed. He's got it and still on his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached this 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, they're trying to toss the ball to get outside on the defense and try to use their speed, but how about the awareness and recognition defensively? Not just winning up front, getting off of blocks, but pursuing the football, getting hats to the ball in the end zone, and getting 2 points.
Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Reed. Still looking, on the move. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Texas A&M going up tempo.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Defense playing a bail technique.
League. Hammer. Eagle.
Reed to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.